In our third problem here, we have this picture, and the question is that in the diagram, we want to know, is arc PQ congruent to arc SR? And whether it is or it's not, we're going to explain why it is, okay? So I'll give you a moment to draw the picture. This is P, this is S, this is R, this is Q. P to S is actually going to be a diameter, because this point right here is the center, and it's going from one side of the circle to the other through the middle. And we learned that's a diameter, okay? We also have angle measurements right here and right here that have a congruent mark there, okay? So based on what we're given here, can we say that these arcs are congruent? Yes, we can, and here's why. If we, again, since these have congruent marks here, we know that this angle is the same angle measurement as arc PQ. So I'm going to write that down, arc PQ, the measure of arc PQ. And since this angle right here is the same measurement as this, we know that it is the measure of arc SR, all right? And since they both have the same, mark, then we can say that these two things are indeed equal. So, since these two are equal, we can say that yes, PQ and SR, the arcs PQ and SR are congruent, okay? All right, so there's that. Now, before we finish, there's actually two vocabulary words that you need to be aware of to help you out, because especially on the beginning parts of the homework, you're going to have to do that. So you got that down. So what I'm going to do is just going to draw a line right here, and I'm going to write down the two words that you need to know, and they are major arc and minor arc. Okay. A major arc is just an arc that measures between 180 degrees and 360 degrees, okay? All right, so that's what a major arc is. Now, what do you think a minor arc is? That's right. A minor arc has to be an arc, so I'm going to just write an arc again, that measures less than 180 degrees, okay? All right? Now, notice, of course, that it did not say equal to 180, okay? So if it's a semicircle is not a major arc or a minor arc. It's just called a semicircle, all right? So if I did an arc from P to S on this picture right here, that would just be a semicircle, all right? But like P to Q and S to R, those we call minor arcs, because obviously these angles are acute angles and they're less than 180 for sure, all right? But like, say you had going from P to S to R, so like arc PSR would be an example of a major arc. So let me just write that down here. Let me come over here, and like I say on this, for an example, we'll say that a major arc would be arc PSR. That's just an example because it's definitely more than 180 degrees. A minor arc in this problem could be the ones we just talked about, which are arc PQ and arc PQ and arc SR. Okay, because those are obviously less than 180 degrees. And then of course a circle is just called that. So again, if you have an arc equal to 360, you're not talking about an arc, you're talking about a circle. All right, so these are just some of your examples right here for that. And that's just another section that we have to deal with here in circles, all right? So now it's time for you to do your homework, and I'm sure Mrs. Swisher will tell you, well, that's me, but I'll tell you live what your homework assignment is, okay? All right, and of course, if you need anything else, always play back.